When you want to find out about the latest trends in beauty, most of us pick up our favorite magazine. Well, believe it or not, Ladies' Home Journal has been around for 125 years, giving a lot of advice to women out there. And here to talk about the beautiful journey that the magazine has taken is Patricia Reynoso. She's the beauty editor of Ladies' Home Journal. Welcome, Patricia.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
You too. And now let's talk about the covers, first of all. You guys have had some pretty trendy covers over the years. Tell us about those.
We definitely have. You know, looking over the archives, we were shocked just internally in the office, like how beautiful these covers were. Everything seemed to have a beauty statement. Red nails, red lips, just really beautifully curled hair. I mean, they were all worthy of being like art pieces on their own. So glamour was definitely a part of it.
And it shocked you guys too when you saw it too. So what about the hair through the ages? I know women have gone through a lot of hairstyles, but if you could tell us how it's gone through the changes and transformations, what would you say?
It's been really interesting. I mean, there was a time when we were advising women not to wash their hair very often, and that was partially because their hair was really long. That was the thing then. And so every 2 to 3 weeks we told women it was okay to wash their hair. Then the bob became popular in the 20s, and suddenly that bit of advice went out the window, and the look was very posh and very polished. And then in the 40s we got into talking about accessories, lots of hair ribbons and pearls in the hair, and really beautifully done. And also in the late 50s we got into really short hairdos that were easy to maintain. That's when we started to talk about ease of maintenance. And then finally in the 60s, the most interesting thing that we found was big hair. Mary Tyler Moore actually did a makeover with us, and we made her over with lots of falls and extra hair pieces, and just really very different and still very trendy and modern, and we loved it.
Everything seems to come right back around again too, right? Now, when you hear the word Botox today, everyone knows what that is. But the women in the early 1900s had their own ways of fighting aging, and you found evidence of that in the magazine?
Yeah, we found two different things that really surprised us. First of all, doctors were starting to experiment with what we know as fillers today, you know, to lift up your cheeks, etc. So they were injecting paraffin, which is wax, which was really dangerous, and just women were actually doing this and playing with that idea. But then also they tried more homegrown remedies. We would advise women, you know, blow bubbles that firms your neck muscles, or you know, just facial exercises and just things that didn't cost any money, obviously, and that were safe. And but they were always definitely interested in keeping their face young.
Patricia, if you had to tell us how the beauty coverage has changed from then to now, what would your response be?
Well, we've always been interested in doling out beauty advice, and our readers have always been interested in hearing it. I would say that this day and age, you know, there's just so much more to play with. Just the toolbox has gotten bigger and there are more advances. So we find ways to recommend it to women to fit into their busy lives. They were busy then, but they're super busy now.
Exactly. You guys have done a fantastic job, and you guys have to check out each and every issue this year of Ladies' Home Journal in particular, because every month you're going to highlight a special feature as well, too. Thanks, Patricia.
Thank you for watching Better.tv. Please email us your thoughts, ideas at Better.tv. Together we'll make your home, family, and life better.